The world is vast, diverse, and filled with incredible people. And it's all been captured in one solid book. Introducing the brand new coffee table book, Humanity, A Glimpse of Us. This is a breathtaking collection of portraits that celebrate the unique cultures, faces, and stories of people from every corner of the earth. From the bustling streets of New York to the remote villages of the Pacific Islands, each image tells a story. Every smile, every gaze, every detail is a window into a life, a culture, and a moment in time. And this book isn't just about the amazing images. It's about connection. It's a journey around the world, right from your living room. So with this being Jay Sage's very first foray into authorship, I invite you all to be among the first to own this stunning collection and celebrate the beauty of humanity. The world is waiting. Let's explore it together. Today, on Perfect Predator, we journey to the frozen wilderness of the Arctic to meet the undisputed apex predator of the ice, the polar bear. This powerful and intelligent hunter evolved to thrive in one of the planet's harshest environments. Let's dive into the science and survival of this incredible carnivore. The polar bear belongs to the class Mammalia, placing it among warm-blooded, fur-covered animals that nurse their young. Its scientific name is Ursus maritimus, which translates to maritime bear, a fitting title for a species so closely tied to the sea ice. Commonly known as the polar bear, it's also been called the white bear, while in Inuit culture, names like Nanook reflect the animal's deep cultural significance across the Arctic. In the wild, polar bears typically live around 20 to 25 years, though some individuals have been recorded living past 30, particularly in captivity where food and medical care are readily available. Now let's talk size. Make no mistake, these are massive animals. Adult male polar bears, also known as boars, can weigh anywhere from 900 to 1,600 pounds, with the largest on record exceeding 2,200 pounds. They stand 4 to 5 feet tall at the shoulder and can measure over 10 feet in length from nose to tail when fully stretched out. Females, called sows, are roughly half the size, weighing between 400 and 700 pounds. Despite their size, polar bears are surprisingly swift. They can run up to 25 miles per hour on land for short bursts. In the water, where they spend a significant amount of time, they can swim at around 6 miles per hour, often covering long distances between ice floes. In terms of appearance, polar bears are iconic. They're covered in thick, white to yellowish fur that blends perfectly with the snowy landscape. But here's a fascinating twist. Their skin is actually black, helping them absorb and retain heat from the sun. Their fur isn't truly white either. Each strand is translucent and hollow, designed to scatter and reflect light, creating that snow-white illusion. They also have a thick layer of blubber that gets up to 4.5 inches thick. This provides both insulation and buoyancy. Their large, powerful paws, often 12 inches across, act like snowshoes on ice and paddles in the water. This makes polar bears incredibly versatile predators on both land and sea. Polar bears are found throughout the Arctic Circle, encompassing parts of Canada, Alaska, Greenland, Russia, and Norway's Svalbard archipelago. They are classified as marine mammals due to their reliance on the ocean and its sea ice for hunting and breeding. Their habitat is dictated by one thing: sea, ice. Polar bears depend on the shifting flows to access seals, which are their primary food source. These icy platforms are not just hunting grounds, they're also travel routes and resting spots. The climate they inhabit is extremely cold, often plunging below -40 degrees Fahrenheit in winter. But the polar bear's incredible adaptations make it the undisputed king of this frozen realm. However, due to climate change and melting ice, their habitat is shrinking, which is a growing concern for both scientists and conservationists who monitor the species closely. The International Union for Conservation of Nature currently lists the polar bear as vulnerable, with populations under increasing stress from a warming Arctic. Now let's talk about what makes the polar bear a perfect predator. Polar bears are carnivores. and their diet is specialized. They mainly hunt seals, particularly ringed seals and bearded seals, which are high in fat and energy. Their hunting technique is calculated and patient. One of their most successful strategies is called still hunting. This is when the bear locates a seal's breathing hole in the ice, often lies in wait for hours, and then strikes with deadly precision when the seal surfaces. They also use a method known as stalking, where they creep up on seals resting on the ice, using the terrain and ice ridges as cover. Despite their size, they can move almost silently when needed. Polar bears have a strong sense of smell, capable of detecting seals nearly a mile away or even under 3 feet of compacted snow. This super sense allows them to find prey in an otherwise barren environment. Although seals are their preferred food, polar bears are opportunistic. In times of scarcity, they'll scavenge carcasses like whale remains. Also, occasionally, partaking in birds, fish, eggs, or even vegetation. Although these impromptu meals aren't nutritionally ideal, in some regions, particularly near human settlements, desperate polar bears have been known to raid garbage dumps or even attack walrus calves or beluga whales, showcasing just how adaptable and determined they can be. From its black skin and translucent fur to its stealthy, seal-stalking hunts, the polar bear is a marvel of Arctic evolution. A creature that rules an unforgiving land with unmatched power and patience. But as the ice melts beneath its feet, the future of this perfect predator hangs in the balance. If you enjoyed this dive into the life of the polar bear, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to check out more apex hunters here on Perfect Predator. Thanks for watching, and stay wild.